all over the country, and they entice the kids with paintball fights and judo and stuff. Then they become spies for the cops, and then when they hit 14, they tell them, Ron Paul is your enemy. I've had the cops on, I have the manuals. George Washington's bad. Imagine, the Boy Scouts are taught. Folks, I'm not joking. Ron Paul, George Washington bad, Alex Jones bad. Well, military and police know this is all true. They're given the same training. Stay there. I want to hear more about this.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
In the past 2 months, over 2,000 natural disasters have been recorded. With the ongoing economic crash, millions of Americans can't afford food. Also, because of the exploding price of fuel, many farmers can't afford to plant their crops. We must take control of our greatest dependency, food. Folks, you can trust eFoods Direct, the 28-year veteran of long-term storable foods. And they're here to help. For a limited time, when you place your order for a 3-week supply of the best storable food on the planet, you will receive the 4th week absolutely free. You will save $75 and receive a full month's supply for less than $8 a day. This offer ends on June 22nd, so act now and buy 3 to get the 4th one free from eFoods Direct. Call 800-409-5633 or go online to efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Your order deadline is June 22nd. To buy 3 and get 1 free, call 800-409-5633 or visit efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
You may be arrested and/or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it. Others don't.
Tyranny throughout history. As the tyranny gets worse and worse, people buy into it more and more, trying to tell themselves everything is okay. And once the police, the military, the bureaucrats, the general public have bought into the official false narrative of why the takeover's happening, they don't want to admit they're wrong. And as things get scarier and scarier and crazier, they will buy more into it, not less. And they know there's going to be a large segment of society that knows what's going on. Well, those people are simply labeled the terrorist. And if you're a new listener, you can pull up all these manuals law enforcement sent us, and national news covered it and confirmed they were real. I've been sent countless others, but only a few times has it gotten national attention. The MIAC, the Homeland Security, the Ron Paul military documents that the military leaked to us because they're good people in there, many of them, where they teach them. Ron Paul's a terrorist, I'm a terrorist, founding fathers are bad. And they say the number one enemy is returning veterans. See, you're done. They're through with you. You're like a cannon needs to be spiked. And you can go to the New York Times and other articles, and the training manuals are online. They don't even hide this, where they train the Explorer Scouts to kill the disgruntled veteran, to go to the farmhouse of the free stater or the free man or the sovereign citizen. And they even admit on CNN, well, there are people who are bankrupt and can't pay their property taxes. A lot of times they're rural and they're terrorists. Well, yeah, you got somebody on their grandpappy's land. They can't pay for it. The economy's falling apart. Instead of lowering taxes, you raise them. And then in the drills, and I've been to these drills, they don't even hide some of this. They practice killing hillbillies. Listen, you think I'm joking, and I'm going back to Steve and everybody else. This is a key article from the Economic Collapse blog, excellent analysis. Barack Obama's White House Rural Council, Central Economic Planning for America's Heartland. They implode the economy, and they come in with, quote, help, and it's even more control. It's the same thing with the 10 regions of FEMA and the 10 governors. Bush set up. It's continuity of agenda. This isn't just Obama. And then now they say, well, we don't have to do what the other governors say. We've got 10 that are federally appointed. And it goes on. Barack Obama has issued a brand new executive order that establishes a White House Rural Council. The Rural Council has been given the task of developing public-private partnerships. That means coming in with government money to the select groups. And believe me, this is all going to be anti-terrorism, spying. They've already had this going on in beta testing. This will seek to bring the economic prosperity of our big cities to rural America. In other words, the U.S. government and the big corporations are going to team up to dominate the economies of small towns and rural communities, just like they dominate the economies of all the big cities. So should those that live in rural America be excited about this? After all, the U.S. government and big corporations have done such a great job of bringing economic prosperity to places like Detroit. They say they're going to bulldoze a third of the city. Michigan and Camden, New Jersey. Won't it be great to have the federal government come in and tell rural communities how they should be doing things? They've already got the threat fusion centers. They already got the Boy Scouts. They already got the clergy response team spying on you. The chair of the White House Rural Council will be Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack. He's a former governor of Iowa and a Democrat, totally anti-gun, I should add. Swing states like Iowa will be key in 2012, so perhaps Obama's trying to show that he really cares about middle America. But it is really hard to forget the remarks that Obama made about rural Americans during the 2008 campaign. In particular, the following quote about the bitterness of those living in rural America got a lot of attention at the time. And I can't really do an imitation. I can do a George Bush. And it's not surprising that they get bitter. They cling to guns or religion or to apathy, anti-apathy to people who aren't like them, and or anti-immigrant sentiment or anti-trade sentiment as a way to explain their frustrations. Yeah, globalism's been really good for us, hasn't it? And it just goes on from there. What the Rural Council's going to do, just come in with the tax money they suck out of people and then give 30 cents of it back with strings attached. So, federal government. And I got more reports in my stack at parades all over the country, different sporting events. They got Army, National Guard, and TSA. And the descriptions by people that are there say they're putting on a tough guy act. They're grunting and yelling at people and shoving them and getting in their face and crossing their arms. And literally, I've seen photos and videos of right next to National Guard, 10, 12-year-old kids crossing their arms. In fact, a lot of great info warriors have gone out and confronted the Boy Scouts and explained to them what's happening. And they'll be there with the cops just looking at everybody going, because they've been trained, you don't trust Americans. These are enemies. Only the police, only the military's good. But then meanwhile, the internal documents say, once you're done being military or a cop, you're the enemy. It doesn't matter, though. You know, here's the deal, America and the rest of the world. We're going into major global conflict. We're going into a designed depression. Everything we've told you, unfortunately, so far has come true. We tried to stop it. We predicted the awakening as well. There would be resistance. That's law of physics, that for every action, there's an equal reaction. And the great battle of civilization is on. The great battle of liberty versus darkness is on. And you better wake up to the war that's happening. 90% of it's psychological warfare, but 10% of it's physical. The taser deaths, the checkpoints, the federally funded blood draws, the spy grids. You better wake up and realize Boy Scouts at public events bugging their eyes out at you, standing behind the army or the police is absolute 100% Stalinistic fantasy. This is directly out of Hitler, directly out of Stalin, directly out of African dictatorships, directly out of Chavez, Venezuela. It is Cuban communism. It is pure authoritarian, absolute. It's like if you went and got an X-ray and there was a giant tumor this big on the X-ray. What is that? That's a tumor. Well, what is this? This is a case of tyranny. We got it bad. I mean, if you're rolling around in the winter, vomiting for 3 days and can't drink anything, you got the flu. I don't even know. America is so demonic. We got good people here, and they don't deserve to be overrun, but maybe they do. Because even though we're supposedly got good people in this country, we've killed 51 million babies. And we've gone, I mean, look at how evil the culture is. Look at it all. And you know what? This is not even religious, folks. It's historical. When you become corrupt, when you go along with the system, when you decide there's no morals, 100% of the time it ends up in hell. Physical hell while you're alive. Because every demon, every control freak is released. And now they got uniforms, and they got weapons, and they got plenty of little control freaks who couldn't get a job, couldn't be successful, who are now given all this power. You know, they were just putting up on screen clips out of different news articles where the Boy Scouts talk about how they love the simulations of killing veterans. Do you have any idea what every tyranny from Russia to Nazi Germany to Maoist China did? The first group, when they really do the purge, is the police. There are a lot of police and military listening that think they're on the globalist team. They are going to take you to a warehouse and shoot you in the head. And you are not going to believe it when you pull in there and they got people being stuffed in body bags and you're getting your head blown off. No, you're going to find out. It doesn't matter. At least when they're lining you up about to splatter your... Well, you'll have a hood over your head. You won't even see it. At least repent at that point. You think I said that for shock value? Hell is being released. You don't know history. This happens 100%. In fact, give me a document cam shot, then I am going to the calls. Give me a document cam shot. I'm going to show them right now. I'm going to write on this piece of paper for prisonplanet.tv viewers something that's very simple for folks. Here it is. 100%. 100% of the time. 100, 100, 100. See, you know all about football and acting cool. I know all about history. 100% of the time. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. The same garbage. Citizen spy squads, kids spying on people. I remember going and getting the footage from Hebron, Maryland, that's in Police State 2000, of the Boy Scouts training, and we even talked to locals who were part of the drill, to shut down the local gun shop and to go door to door and take guns from citizens. And they had the Boy Scouts in Hebron, Maryland in 1998. Going in their parents' houses and going back to the Marines, regular Marines, and reporting to them what guns their parents had. And what did parents do when they found out? Most of them rationalized it and said, well, I'm sure it's for overseas training. Sure, it's dual use. And then giggling and saying, you should have told me, Junior. The government, without asking parents, you know, they put the kids in the program, had them going back home and coming back with list of their guns. And you people think this military belongs to us? It belongs to Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America. It belongs to companies that take houses they don't have deeds for and that are 100% paid for. Why would the banks do that? Because they can. They can. They can, and they will, and they are. Of course they're designing GMOs to sterilize you and weaken you and make you effeminate men.
There's a reason women are getting breast cancer at off-the-charts rates, and predominantly it's what's in the plastics, as I told you a decade ago, now admitted, and what's designed into all the major GMO crops to feminize men. What do you think